Hello everybody and welcome to EduMedia YouTube channel, your most preferred channel for credible, accurate and educative information. Today, we're going to look at questions and answers in the general professional knowledge of the NTC exam. As I've laid out in our previous videos, the new curriculum consists of three aspects: the general professional knowledge, the pedagogy, and the subject or content area mastery. The general professional knowledge is a combination of numeracy, literacy, and essential professional skills. In the part 1 of this series, I'll walk you through a combination of sample questions and past questions that are repeated in previous numeracy exam. So without much ado, let's start with the questions. Question number 1. A polytank contains 4,000 liters of water. If 3,500 liters of water is used, what fraction of original quantity is used? So for this question, we've been given the quantity of water that is in the polytank, that's the full capacity, 4,000, and then we are told that 3,500 has been used. So probably the remaining one is going to be 500 liters. Now the question is asking us the quantity, that's the fraction of the original quantity that is used, that is fraction of this 3,500. What fraction constitutes that? So what we're going to do here is that we're going to take the water that is used, that is 3,500, divide that by the capacity or the full capacity of the water. And when you do that, you have these zeros taken out. The common number that's going to go through this is 5. 5 into this is 7. 5 into 40 is 8. So your correct answer is 7 out of 8. The correct answer is D, 7 out of 8. Question number 2. A basket contains 45 mangoes. If each mango costs 2 cedis 50 pesos, what is the total cost of the mangoes in the basket? For this question also, we have the total number of mangoes that is given to us, and then we have the unit price of the mango, that is 2 cedis 50 pesos. Simply, what we're going to do is take the total number of mangoes that we have in the basket, multiply it by the unit price. So we have 45 mangoes times 2 cedis 50 pesos. Remember, we are looking for the total cost of the mangoes in the basket. Therefore, we do this, and then the correct answer here is 112 cedis 50 pesos. So this is the correct answer. 112 cedis 50 pesos as the correct answer. The next question here. If a luggage weighs 40.24 kilograms, what is the weight of this luggage in grams? We've been given a luggage weight which is in kilogram, and we are to simply convert this kilogram or this weight into grams. So the key to solving this particular one is for us to know the conversion. How many kilograms can give us a gram, or how many grams can give us a kilogram? So we know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. So with this, you can see that our 40.24 kg, 40.24 kg is going to be equivalent to 40,240 grams, and that is option C, 40,240 grams. That is the number of grams that is equivalent to 40,024, 40.24 kg. Question number 3. Which of these numbers 245, 242, 142, 225 is divisible by 3? So all these numbers that are stated here, which of them is divisible by 3? To check for numbers that are divisible by 3, especially when you have 3 digits, the easiest way to do is to add up all the 3 digits, sum them up, and then see whether their total is going to be divisible by 3. So what I mean is that you take 245 2, 4, 5. And then you do it as 2 plus 4 plus 5. The answer here is 2, 4, 6. This is 11. 11 is not divisible by 3, so this is out. You take 2, 4, 2 also, and we do the same. So 2 plus 4 plus 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 is not divisible by 3, so this is also out. We take 1, 4, 2. 1 plus 4, that is 5. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 is not divisible by 3, so this is out. Then the last one, 2 plus 2, which is 4. 4 plus 5, that is 9. And 9 is divisible by 3. Therefore, our correct answer is 225. That is B, 225. That's the correct answer for this. The next question is here. What is the value of the expression 3a plus 2b minus 14 if a is 3 and b is 12? For this, we need to do the substitution for us to get the answer. We take 3. The a value for a is 3 as well, plus 2. The value for b is 12. And then you take out the 14. So this is 9 here, plus 24 minus 14. 24, 14 out, that's going to be 10. 10 plus this 9, that is going to be 90. So the correct answer is B, 90. Alright, this is the correct answer. The next question is, Janet is 5 years older than Johnson. If the sum of their ages is 25 years, what is Janet's age? So this question have really reappeared in a lot of questions, and it always reappear, or it always surface in different forms. Okay, sometimes it surfaces as a currency question or monetary value question. Sometimes it surfaces as age question. So have to pay attention to this particular question, and possibly expect it in the question. It will definitely show up in your upcoming examination. I'm sure of that. So let's look at this question. So what we have here is Janet is 5 years older than Johnson. We don't know Johnson's age. Okay. What we also know is that sum of their ages, Johnson and Janet, their sum of their ages is 25 years. So let's see, we have 25 years here. These 25 years is made up of Janet and Johnson. So this is what consists of Janet and Johnson. But remember also that Janet, so as this statement here says, this statement here, Janet is 5 years older than Johnson. So you have Johnson here, have Johnson. Johnson is here, plus 5, that is Johnson's age, no matter what it is. If it is 3 plus 5, that's what is going to make Janet. So Janet is 5 years older than Johnson. So it therefore means that we can represent the item here, Janet, with this whole expression. It's going to be 25 because to Johnson plus 5. Alright, so this is for Janet plus Johnson. So alright, so this is what comprises of the total sum of the age. So we can go the bottom of like terms and continue to do a division. We have 25 here. This 5 will be sent here, so it's going to be 25 minus 20 minus 5. So that is 20. Johnson is going to be 2 Johnson. 2 Johnsons, and then you do your division. So 2 dividing both sides, and we have Johnson to be 10. So therefore, the age of Johnson is 10. And if Johnson is 10, Miss Janet is going to be 10. Janet is going to be 10 here, plus this 5, okay, plus this 5, and we have 15 as Janet's age. So the correct answer is B, 15 years. Okay, so that is this one here, B, 15 years. That's the Janet's age. The next question. The average age of 9 students in a class is 25 years. If another student who is 15 years old joins the class, what is the average age of the 10 students? So we have 9 students and their average age is 25 years. This time we have a 10 student who is adding up, and this student is coming up with his own age, that is 15 years. All right. So first of all, what you need to do is for us to get the original total age of these 9 students. Okay. Remember, there was a division that was applied when you are dealing with averages, a division that was applied to get this 25 years. Therefore, we're going to take 25, that's the average age, times the 9. That's the number of students. And this will give us a total of 225 years. So this is the total age of the original 9 students. So this is the total age. Then the 10th student who is adding up, and this student is coming with his own age. And the age of that student is 15. So therefore, it's going to be this 225 plus 15. And then our total age is now going to be 240. So this is the total age. But the question said, what is the average age of the 10 student? So these 240, the total age, and it represents 10 students. But let's look for their average age. So 240, divide that, so 240 divided by 10. And there you have your zeros taken out, and your answer is 24. B, 24. So that's the answer for this question. Question number 8. In an examination, 70% of candidates passed. If the number of candidates who passed was 350, how many failed? This question is about percentages. This 70% is equivalent to this 350. All right, percentage-wise is 70%. One of the ways you can easily do this is guess a number or take a number, spike 70% on it, and see if you get 350, and that will give you the total number of candidates that sat for the examination. Currently, we know that out of the number that sat for the examination, 350 passed, and this 350 represents 70%. So when you take any number, you strike 70% on it, and then you get 350. There you know that that's the total number of candidates that got it, and you can proceed from there. But I'm going to do it in a more certain way, right? Because if this number becomes big, that is when you get to suffer. It will not be prudent for you to be guessing numbers. So we're going to do it this way. You take this 350, and then you multiply it by 70%. Okay. So when you do this division, this division, then you're going to get the answer to be 500. It means the total number of students that sat for the exam, or candidate that sat for the exam, is 500. And 70% of this 500 is the 350 that passed. Now, obviously, it means that 30% could not pass, they failed. So we can do our 30% on this 500. That will give us the number of candidates that failed the exam. And here, answer is 150. That is B, 150. Question. The next question. There are 30 and 50 employees respectively in the Theta and Deno branches of the same company. Each branch is to raise an amount of 4,500 Ghana cedis towards the send-off ceremony of their manager. If the employees at each branch are to contribute equally, how much will each employee of the Denu branch contribute? So this question, in fact, this is also one of the easiest questions, and don't be surprised if you read a question like this. Remember, this is numeracy questions. It's not an elective math question or a higher level mathematics question. This is supposed to be a numeracy question, something that you can do on a daily basis. So this question is telling us that 30 and 50, so 30 is for Keta branch and 50 is for Denu branch. These people are supposed to contribute an amount of money, and each of the branch, Keta and Denu, each of them is supposed to realize 4,500 Ghana cedis. And also, each of the employees is supposed to contribute this. It's supposed to contribute towards this 4,500 cedis equally. No one is going to contribute more than the other. And the question is asking us how much will each employee at the Denu branch contribute. So easily, you take your 4,500, which is the total amount that you're supposed to realize at your branch. You multiply that by the number of employees that we have at Denu branch. That's 50. And then we have our answer here to be 90. So the correct answer is B, 90. Right? The next question. 3 consecutive even numbers sum up to 60. What is the product of the least and highest of the numbers? We are looking at consecutive numbers that add up or that sum up to 60. Therefore, we have 60 as our total sum. Another thing we need to look at here is to pay attention to the even numbers. Remember, the numbers are supposed to be even. So for these consecutive even numbers, let me take the list of them and represent that with x. Now, since they are even numbers, it means they are going to be multiples of 2. So x, the next number to come after x is supposed to be x plus 2. It's going to be increased by 2. The next one to come after this x plus 2 is supposed to be x plus 4. So these are the 3 consecutive numbers, increments or increasing by 2. So we're going to take this, add this operations here. Now these numbers will sum up to 60 because that's what we have here. They sum up to 60. So let's go ahead, do the grouping of like terms and continue the computation. We have 3 of the x's here, so 3x. And we have 2 plus 4, that is 6. 6 is going to be taken out of the 660, and we have 54. So 54 divided by 3, and that's going to give us 18. So the value of x, that's the least number, is 18. So we're going to have it here, 18. Just change my 18 here. And this is going to be 18 plus 2. And this is going to be 18 plus 4. So this is 18. This is 10. And this is 12. No, this is 20. Sorry. And this is 22. So the numbers are 18, 20, and 22. The question is to find the product, multiply product of the least, which is 18, and the highest, which is 22. We take 18, multiply that by 22, and then you get your answer there. That is 396. And your correct answer is 396. C, 396. The next question. Each worker in the Kumasi Tamale branches of the same company was to contribute an equal amount towards an orphanage fundraiser. There were 30 and 50 workers respectively in the Kumasi and Tamale branches. If a total amount of 4,500 was realized at the Kumasi branch, what was the total amount raised by the Tamale branch? For this question, similar to a question that we saw earlier, this is also about contributions. And we were told one item also you have to pay attention here is equal amount. So they are all contributing equal amount. Even though we are referring to two different branches, Kumasi and Tamale, they are all supposed to contribute equal amount. Now we have the preamble here for Kumasi. So Kumasi is able to contribute to 4,500 Ghana cedis out of these 30 workers. So Kumasi have Kumasi have 4,500 Ghana cedis out of their 30 workers. Now, we want to find out how much did each of them contribute, because each employee across board, irrespective of your branch, each employee is to contribute the same amount. So when you multiply this by 30, we're going to get 150. And 150 is the amount that each employee contributes. Therefore, we can now say that Tamale, which have 50 workers, will have 150 times their total number of employees, that is 50 employees. And that is going to give us 7,500 Ghana cedis. C, this is your answer, 7,500 Ghana cedis. Question 12. Study the pattern of numbers as shown and use it to evaluate A, B, C. So we have a chart here, or we have a number pattern here that you're going to study. And just taking a glance at this number pattern, you can see that all these numbers are odd numbers. So therefore, we have to be able to fill in the gaps, and that will help us solve this answer, this question. So we have 1 here, 3, 5, 7, and the next number here, A, that is 9, because that's the next odd number. Then 11, 13, and the next here, between 13 and 17, the odd number there is 15. And then the next one, C, that's going to be 19. So you do this computation, 9 plus 15 plus 19, you get 43. That's your answer. All right, so that's going to be your answer for this. Question 13. Yakubu and Fuseni bought food at a restaurant. Fuseni's food cost Y Ghana cedis. If Yakubu's food cost 15 Ghana cedis less than Fuseni's, which of the following expressions represent the cost of Yakubu's food? So first of all, how much is Fuseni's food? We don't know. So let's do Fuseni. Let's represent Fuseni by Y. And then, how much is Yakubu's food? We were told that Yakubu's food is 15 cedis less than Fuseni. So let's say Yakubu, and it's saying that this is Fuseni's food. It is less than 15. Okay, it is less with 15. So 15 cedis is taken out of Fuseni, and that is what makes up Yakubu's food. Therefore, the expression for this here is this: Y minus 15. Okay, so this is the answer. Question 14. Ofori has 860 eggs to put into a number of crates. If each crate contains 30 eggs, what will be the maximum number of crates required to pack all the eggs? For this, we're going to do our divisions here. We have 80 eggs, and you just want the number of crates for you to put the eggs. But remember, we are looking at maximum number of crates. So let's take 860 eggs divided by 30, because each crate can take 30. And this will give us 28.7, approximately 28.7. So this is what we have. But we can use this answer, even though we have 28.7 here. We are looking at the maximum number of crates. Therefore, the answer is going to be 29, because you need to approximate this to 29. You have it as 29. So that's the maximum number of crates that you need for you to be able to do this, or for it to be able to pack in all the 8 areas 68. Question number 15. A teacher handling 3 classes with class sizes 28, 42, and 56 students want to form groups such that in every group there is an equal number of students. What is the maximum number of students that can be in each group? So we have 28, one class, 42, another class, and 56 for another class. So 28, 42, and 56. The question is for us to find out the maximum number of students that can be in each group. So what we're going to do here is going to find out the highest common divisor for each of these numbers. Okay. First of all, let's list out all the divisors for each of them, the common divisors. So for 28, we have 1, 2, we have 4, we have 7, we have 4, 10, and 28 itself. And then for 42, we have 1 as well. 2 can also be there. We can also get 3. We can also get 6. 7 is there. And then 14 itself. And 42, now we need 21. Okay, 21 itself, and then we have 42, because 21 times 2, that's going to give you the 42, and we have the 42 itself. Then the last one is 56. So 56, we have 1, we have 2, we have 4, then we have 7, we have 8, we have 14, and then the next one is 28. We have 28, it's 16. Then we have the last one to be 56 is 7. So these are the common divisors that we have here. Now we want to get the highest number of students in each group. So the highest number of students, 1, 2, so 1, 1, these are list, and preferably just be a start from your right. So 28 is not here, 28 here, 28 here, but not any 42. So 28 is out. It can be the highest. 14 here, 14 here, 14 here. So that is the highest. The highest number of students that can be in each group is 14. And that is C, and that is your answer. Question number 16. A florist has 48.5 meters of ribbon. If he is to cut it into smaller pieces of length, 15 centimeters, how many of the pieces of ribbon can he get? So for this question, one of the things we need to take notice of is that we are dealing with 2 different units here, meters here and then centimeters. So to make it easier for us, we need to convert it to one common unit so that we can get to solve it easily. So let's convert all this to meters, or let's convert them to centimeters. I think that's where our final answer is going to be. So centimeters. So let's do the conversion to centimeters. And 1 meter is equivalent to 100 centimeters. 100 centimeters. Therefore means that 48.5 meters will be equivalent to 4850 centimeters. Alright, so we can now work with this particular figure. So he's going to cut it into smaller pieces of length 15 centimeters. Therefore, we take 4850 or 4850 centimeters. Well, that is the total number of ribbon that is having. Divide that by 15 centimeters. And the correct answer is 3 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So option C is the correct answer. Question 17. Owusu and Yao were to share 65 oranges, so that Owusu has 7 oranges less than Yao. What would be Yao's share? This is also similar to the H one. As I said, these particular questions normally manifest in different ways. Let's look at how to solve this. The total number of oranges that they're going to share is 65, that is stated here. Owusu is supposed to have 7 oranges less than Yao. So, first of all, let's look for what Owusu is supposed to get. So, Owusu will get what Yao is getting, except that we'll take out 7 oranges out from that. So 7 less than what Yao is getting. So this is what Owusu is getting. Now, the total oranges, which is 65, is to be shared among them. So it's going to be Owusu plus Yao. So this is how. So Owusu's oranges plus Yao's oranges will make up the 65. Now we can represent this Owusu here by this expression. Yao was Yao less than 7 or Yao minus 7. So we can have 65 and we have Yao here as 7 plus Yao. So we do our grouping of items and all that we need to do, and then we're going to get our figure here. So 65 here, 7 is coming here, so we're going to have 72 Yao. We're going to have 2 of the Yaos here, 2y, and then we do the division, and we're going to have Yao to be 36. Alright, so this is Yao. So question was, what would be Yao's share? Yao's share is going to be C, 36. Question number 18. How many lines of symmetry does the symbol shown below have? There is one. I'm not going to take much time on this. And draw your lines of symmetry on this. You get it? The correct answer is 4. Then the next question, 19. 2 classrooms, A and B, have the same floor area. Classroom A has dimensions of 8 meters by 6 meters. If the length of the floor of classroom B is 10 meters, what should be its width? So for this question, preferably you can decide to draw a rectangle and then see how you can map it. But one of the things you need to take notice of is the area. So you have to know the area of this. We have something like this. So this is B, that's class B, and this is class A. Class A has dimensions of 8 meters by 6. So we can have 8 by 6, right? And they all have, these two of them have the same area. Okay, so that is one thing. They have the same area. Therefore, in this one, the area, how to find the area here is 8 times 6, length times width. So the area for this particular one is 48. Okay, so they all have the same area. That's the good news. It means also that you also have area here to be 48. But the information, additional information you have here is that the length of B, this one, the length of B is 10 meters. All right, so let's have our 10 here. So this is 10. What should be its width? So we are looking for the width of this particular B here. So this particular floor area. Therefore, remember we have the area here, we have the length, we have the width. How do we get area? Remember, it's length and width. So we're going to have the area, which is 4, which is 48. 48 equal to 10 times width. So 48 equals 10W, and you do your division divided by 10, and you have your width to be 4.8 meters as your width. So 4.8 meters, that's the correct answer here. The next question, a pharmacist mistakenly set the regulator of her freezer to 9 degrees instead of -8 degrees Celsius to store some vaccines. By how many degrees Celsius should she turn the regulator to get to the right temperature? For this question, you're going to go backwards. So you're going to count the number of times you're going backwards. Right, so think of this as a clock, and you are going anti-clockwise. So your hand or your arm is here and you are going anti-clockwise. You'll be counting it in a negative one. So first, the pharmacist is supposed to set it as -8, and he set it to 9. So first of all, the pharmacist will have to go back 9 times. So you reduce it, or I go down to 9 times, so -9. Okay, and he won't stop there. That is when you get to 0. Okay, 0 degrees Celsius. And we'll now continue -1, -2, until he gets to -8. All right, and by that time, you would have gotten to 17 movements. So -17 is the correct answer. So you can take your time and map out all this. So first of all, he needs to do from 9 and come down to 0. That's going to be a reduction of 9 steps. So you'll be at 0 and now be 9 steps. And then you will now continue 1, 2, 3, going negative wise, going backwards. And that's going to give you -17 as the number of steps that the pharmacist would have taken backwards. 21. A box contains 5 yellow balls, 3 blue balls, and 2 red balls. If a ball is picked at random from the box, what is the probability of picking a yellow ball? Probability of picking a yellow ball, what we're going to do is to sum up all the number of balls that we have. We're going to take 5 plus 3 plus 2, and that is 10. So we have 10 as the total number of balls. And which one are we focusing on? We are focusing on yellow. So probability of picking a yellow ball, we take 5 divided by 10. And then we have, this is 1 and this is 2. We have half. Okay, correct answer is A. The angle formed by one complete turnaround at a fixed point is equivalent to. So we have a complete turnaround. So we have a circle here. You're going to turn a complete turnaround, and this is going to give you 4 right angles. Now, what we mean by that is, this is you standing at one point here. So you're going to turn 1 right angle, 2, 3, and 4 for you to be back to where you're standing. So complete turnaround at a fixed point. You are not moving. This is a fixed point, and you're turning and turning. And that's going to be 4 right angles that you're going to make in this turn. Question 23. The length of a rectangular playing field is 10 meters longer than its width. If the perimeter of the field is 180 meters, what is its width? So similar to what we saw earlier, I'm going to draw a small rectangle here. And the question is saying that the length is 10 meters. All right. 10 meters longer than its width. So the width is here. We do know the value by saying that we should take the width and add it to the 10. That will give us the length of this rectangle. So the question is, if the perimeter of the field is 180, So perimeter is what? Adding up all the areas of the rectangle. Therefore, it's going to be this area plus this area plus this and plus this. So if that is it, then what is the width? So we have 180, that's the perimeter, and it's going to be 10 plus width, that is this side, plus 10 plus width, that is for the bottom side, plus the width this side, plus the width again this side. All right, and you do 180, you do your computation, 10 plus 10, 20. Width have 4 of them, so it's going to be, this is 20 here, and this is going to be 4W. All right, and you're going to have here 160 plus 4W, and 160 divided by the 4, and you have your answer there. That is 160 divided by 4, and you have 40. You will guess 40. That should be your answer, 40. All right, so the width is 40. That is C, 40. A tap can fill a tank at a rate of 1 liter every 10 seconds. How many minutes will it take to fill a tank of 240 liters at the same rate? So this also, we have to do the conversion, converting the liters. First of all, I want to look for the rate that it will take for us to fill the liters. So let's do 1 liter that we're going to fill. So 1 liter times 60 seconds. All right, that's for a minute. So 60 seconds divided by the number of seconds that we're giving here, that's 10 seconds. And that will mean that we have 6 liters. So 6 liters here. So it means in every 1 minute, 6 liters is going to be filled. So we have 240 liters. Therefore, these 240 liters is going to be divided by 6 to know how many minutes to take us to fill the 240. So 240 liters divided by the 6 liters, and you have your answer to be 40 minutes. All right, it means it will take us 40 minutes to fill up 240 liters. So the correct answer is B, 40. Question number 5. Point A, B, and C are 3 of the corners of a rectangle. Where should the 4th point D be located to form the rectangle ABCD? So for this question, what I can easily do is I can follow this dot. So using your pen and your rule, you can try to map up this here to get a perfect rectangle. Remember, you're looking for the point, the 3rd point. And based on the way these ones are projected, it could mean that the 3rd point should be somewhere here. Alright, because A, B, C, and D supposed to be, it cannot be here or there. So it's supposed to be here because you are looking for a rectangle. So this is here, and let me map this also. And I'm trying to trace somewhere here. If this guy is also coming down. Okay, so if you do this perfectly, you get a good number. That is also part of the consequences. So you use your rule and then you trace it to get it. So when I do that, what I have is A, 4, 3. So we have X to be 4 and Y to be 3. This 3 here. Okay, so that is what I have here. Question 26. The scores out of 30 obtained by 10 students in a mathematics test are as follows: 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 23, 24, 25, and 26. What is their median score? So with this, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 10 numbers. And these 10 numbers are also arranged from the lowest to the highest. And that's even making our work very easier for us. So let's look at the middle number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 2 numbers. Since it's an even number, we have two numbers that form the median. So we're going to take these two numbers, 23 plus this 23, divide that by 2. So 23, that's 46 divided by 2, and then that will still give you the same 23. So 23, all right. So the correct answer is C, 23. The most occurring number in the given data, 75x33224 is 2. What is the value of x? So we have this. 7 is out because 7 only occurred once. 5 is also out because it was also occurred only once. 3 occurred twice here. 2 occurred twice. 4 is out because it only occurred only once. Therefore, our focus is now on 3 and 2. So we are looking for the most occurring number. And from this, it means that 2 is the most occurring number because we're going to have 2 here for us to have 3 of the 2. Okay, so the value of x will have to be 2. So the correct answer is 2. Question 28. The table below gives the number of students from 3 schools in Numeracy who attended the conference. If a student is selected at random at the conference, what is the probability that student is a male from Numeracy? So this is probability. You would have to take your time and review your note on probability. The correct answer here is half, that is B. And when you do the calculation, you will definitely get this as a correct answer. The next question is 29. The graph shows sales made at Mr. Mason's shop in a week. What is the difference in sales recorded on his best and worst days? So for this also, you look at the chart here. You look at his worst day is 10, and then his best day is 40. Therefore, you take 40 and 10. The difference between 40 and 10 is 30. Therefore, the answer is C, 30. Then the last question, the graph shows sales made at Mr. Mensah's shop in a week. On which of the following days did he make the same amount of sales? So we have here days that made the same amount of sales. We have Monday, we have Tuesday, we have Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and the correct answer is D, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So this is all that I have for you in this particular video. If you like it, please hit the like button, share this video. It takes a lot of time for us to prepare this video, so the least you can do for us is to subscribe to our channel, share this video, like it, and share it to your colleagues who are also preparing for the examination. Examination is coming probably in the next few weeks or in the next few days. So let's all get ready. Let's all prepare for it. This time around, the examination is getting tougher and tougher. The only thing that can save us from this, or that can save us from failing this particular examination, is for us to do a constant practice, for us to continue learning and looking out for the possible questions that will sure we prepare to ask it, and then we write this once and for all. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of this particular video. I'll see you in our next video.